Lads, let's just get right into it. I'm a bit annoyed now, I gotta say. I'm a bit annoyed here what I have just seen. Okay, first of all, Max Verstappen, whoa, he's back in the game, baby. It's only 40 points. It's on. It's game on, lads. It is unbelievable game on. This is awesome. We've got a 3-man hunt for the championship, not 2. And you've got Lando Norris, though. This is what made my blood boil here now. You've got Lando Norris sitting there after a weekend where he crashes out of the sprint. He finishes second. He even says that he actually is faster than Max Verstappen. And yet, he's smiling. He's laughing. Did anyone see the press conference? The guy could barely hold it together. He was laughing so much. What are you smiling about? What are you laughing about? You're going for a championship, and Max Verstappen has caught up with you big time in the last couple of races, and you're laughing? Now, I'm not saying to him he should be worried. No, it's not like, oh, he should be worried, he should be panicking. Absolutely not. Take it easy. Keep your composure. Keep your cool. But, guys, I'm sorry, like, am I taking crazy pills?
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move, he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front, what a move from 5th all the way to the lead in lap 1.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter. Walsh. Okay, is McLaren melting? Well, maybe that's a bit dramatic. Or is it? I'm actually tossing between here, guys. Are these guys having a meltdown? Versus, what? What the hell's going on? Honestly, like, I'm all Verstappen now. I'm all Verstappen again. I want this guy to do this. I want him to take the 5th championship. Absolutely, no question. I can't even believe I'm even saying that because Piastri's my boy. But there's 40 points, lads. So what is it? You've got Oscar Piastri. He's on 346. Lando Norris on 332. And you've got Verstappen on 306. And Lando's sitting there talking about, it wasn't that bad of a weekend. Excuse me. You crashed out of the sprint. You were quicker than Verstappen, but you didn't capitalize. I would be not ashamed of myself, but I'd be bloody disappointed in myself if I acted like that. Well, it wouldn't have happened. But if I did, I'd be like, what is wrong with me? Have I taken some? Have I been sniffing glue in the car park? What the hell is going on? And it's not that bad. This is turning into a nightmare. If I was Lando Norris or Oscar Piastri, like I said, guys, I wouldn't be necessarily worried, but I'd be like, oh, lads, easy. Now, if I was Zach Brown, I would be worried. Oh, I'd be very, very worried. Is this denial? Is this what denial looks like? Lando's acting like the class clown of the paddock, and it's kind of starting to smell like denial here, lads. And you can't be nonchalant when Red Bull and Verstappen are smelling blood. You can't just shrug off losing 30 to 40 points worth of momentum and pretend it's fine. They've lost a huge amount of points, lads, in the last 3 rounds. This is like, oh dear Lord. Because while McLaren's laughing, Red Bull and Verstappen, they're calculating here, which is great for us, lads. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining that Verstappen's up there. This is great for us. The Red Bull and Verstappen, they're studying now. They're waiting. He knows this kind of weakness, and he's seen it before. And Mexico coming up, lads. Mexico, actually, the way the car has been, even I have not predicted this. I was thinking they're going to have a good momentum at places like Vegas, okay? Because the straight's there, right? And I still think they will. But watching their car in the last couple of rounds here now, it's starting to really look good, man. And they still have that Adrian Newey impact. And it looks like they've built on top of the Adrian Newey. Now, it was a gamble. Because, like, when you do have an Adrian Newey type car, when everything is so good, then all of a sudden, the guy's gone, which he obviously is gone, then you start to wonder, whoa, 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 what am I going to do here, lads? Because if you start mounting this, changing that, changing this, things can go south very, very fast. So let's just rewind a small bit. Okay, you had Singapore. It was kind of chaos. McLaren started to crack. I think they're starting to crack. They've got the constructors sewn up in the bag, job done. Have they lost their mojo now? Have they lost the focus? I mean, I get it. It is very important to have the win for the constructors. It is very, very important because it's a lot of money, you know? And there's obviously the pride thing too, and I get that. But it ain't the Oscar, lads, because winning the Drivers' Championship is winning Oscar. This is what it is. It's the Oscar. That's the one that really matters. And the chances are, if you do win the Drivers' Championship, there's 90% of the chance that you're probably going to end up winning the Constructors anyway because you've wrapped up so many points to get to the Drivers' Championship. Now, when we look at Mexico, lads, I'm getting flustered now. I don't even know what camera I'm looking at. Which one am I looking at? I think of this one here. Okay. Guys, look, when we get to a place like Mexico now, the way Verstappen's car is handling, now look, I could be wrong, but the fact that there's that long straight now, the really long straight, the home straight, that is heaven for Red Bull because they'll be able to have the engine speed going down that straight. And those S's out the back. Now we'll get into it a lot more detail, okay? And we'll do video capture as well for the Mexico Grand Prix and we'll really delve into it. But even out those S's out the back, that is classic gold. It's transitioning the car. I'm not going to get too technical. It's transition the car, left, right, left, right. That's very, very important in a racing car. And Red Bull, they've got it, man. Now let's break this down. You've got Max Verstappen, 4-time world champion. He's been hunted. He's been hated. He's been doubted. And he's still standing. He's learned to weaponize the pressure, and Red Bull have too. A lot of experience underneath them. Now, then you've got Piastri, rookie mentality, sort of, at the moment, wrapped in veteran pace. Now, at Austin, did they give him the car? No, they didn't. There's something wrong here, lads. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark. They did not give that boy the car, the proper racing car to go. And I'm wondering, really? Is this it? And every question from the media now seems, Max is closing in. Can he do it? Every time he sees that timing screen and the gap shrinks, he knows it's real. And, finally you've got Lando Norris. Yeah, fast, yes. Fiery sometimes, yes. Emotional, hell yes. But too casual, man. He's the wild card here. The guy who could either win 3 races in a row or take himself out trying. And that's the exact problem here. You've got McLaren have 2 different drivers fighting different wars. Piastri does seem like he's playing chess, but Norris seems like he's playing Mario Kart. And while the team's pretending everything's fine, Verstappen and Red Bull are watching like hawks. This is the part of the championship, lads, where focus matters more than raw speed. And right now, Verstappen is on it, man. His focus is like a sniper. He's in killer mode. Every lap is personal. Every win is a psychological warfare. And it really is, lads. He doesn't need to beat McLaren on pace. He just needs to beat them in the head now. Imagine this, lads. Mexico City, the altitude, thin air. And then engines going, turbos flying, fans roaring. Then Verstappen on pole again. No drama, no jokes, just silence and execution. I think that's what we're going to see here. And lights out, hopefully he nails the launch. Now, it's a long run into that turn 1, lads. It's a very, very long straight. And that's the risk. That's the danger. In fact, I've said this before about certain court tracks where they go. Mexico is the exact same here, where starting in 3rd position is a much better place to be than starting on pole, because you've got that long run down into turn 1, lads, and if there's opportunities for slipstreaming. And believe me, if I put it on pole here myself, I've been to tracks like this. If I put this on pole, I'd be concerned. I would genuinely be concerned. In fact, I would be gutted to be on pole. And I'm not joking you here. See, that's the problem too, is that you can't slow down, right, in the hopes that you're going to be third on the grid. Because you don't know how quick or slow the guys behind you or in front of you is going to be. So, like, you just actually have to take a Hail Mary and just hit and hope. Hopefully that you do put it on third position. Fourth position, I wouldn't go fourth. But if it was in third, best seat in the house, VIP seats, lads. That's what I'm talking about, lads. And, you know, no emotion now with this weekend coming up. No celebration, just control. I mean, I love these back-to-backs, man. Now, here's the truth. And I'm going to say it straight out. If McLaren do not wake the hell up, Verstappen is going to steal the championship right from under their noses. These boys cannot afford to sleep at the wheel here, lads. Not because Verstappen's got the best car of luck, because of attitude here, you know. They're awake at the wheel. McLaren seem to be falling asleep at the wheel here. And it is not pretty, man. You know, Lando Norris smiling after throwing those points away. This was an absolute disaster. And even at Baku, we saw this. Lando Norris had his teammate, the championship leader, go off into the tyre wall, and he had an absolute monumental chance to shrink the points down in the championship. And this guy's laughing. He's still smiling right now. If I was Zach Brown, I'd be fuming. If Ron Dennis was there, believe you me, Ron Dennis would not be smiling, and he would certainly be kicking that boy's ass. Lads, it's very disappointing to see this. You might think I'm hard on McLaren and Lando Norris. You maybe. But I wouldn't be smiling, or certainly laughing. And I guarantee you, Max Verstappen's sitting there going, why is he laughing? Is he all right? Like, it would almost be concerning. As in, does he know something I don't know? Or, like, this just doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense why this guy's smiling and laughing through this. Anyway, I know I'm harping on about it, lads. But it was very disappointing to see this. Extremely disappointing to see this. Okay. Listen, I think we're gonna cut it short today, lads. We're gonna cut it short. But look, hey, brilliant to see Verstappen back in the game, back in the hunt. We don't have just 2 guys now up for it. We've got 3 guys. And Mexico, I think it's gonna be utter domination by Red Bull. I almost don't want to say it out loud in case I'm gonna jinx it for him. You know, touch wood. I don't want to do it, but I just did. I know. Yeah, okay, lads, we're going to leave it right there. I'm kind of flustered. My apologies, lads. But you know what, lads? On Friday, it's great that we've got the back-to-back. On Friday, we're going to go through the whole breakdown of why Verstappen will probably dominate here. He'll probably dominate. And what parts of the track are going to make him really capitalize and take advantage out on McLaren. Lads, I'll speak to you then.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front. What a move from 5th all the way to the lead in lap 1.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter. Walsh.